Welcome to All About Albemarle. I'm David Fath, the Communications Director for the City of Albemarle, and today we are talking about a meaningful cause the Albemarle Police Department is proud to support, and that is fundraising efforts for the Special Olympics North Carolina. And joining me to tell us all about it is Sergeant Brandon Tipton from the Albemarle Police Department.
Thanks, David. I appreciate the opportunity to be here and speak about something that's important that the police department's doing.
Absolutely. Yeah, glad to have you on here. Let's get right to it. There is a fundraiser coming up very soon that folks in Albemarle can be part of to help the work that APD is doing to support Special Olympics. What do we need to know?
Okay, so basically it's going to be at the Zaxby's at 701 Leonard Avenue in Albemarle. What we're going to do is we'll be out there with our T-shirts and ball caps and everything, trying to sell them for the Special Olympics. And the big thing about it is that we'll get 10% of the profits from that store. So we'll be out there from 5 to 8. And anybody that comes through and orders a meal or anything like that, that will help us out immensely.
Absolutely. So, again, the details on that, May 12th at Zaxby's here in Albemarle between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. 10% of all sales will go directly to benefit the Special Olympics. And like you mentioned, you also have some T-shirts and hats. They support the torch run and other aspects of Special Olympics. They're very cool looking T-shirts.
Yes, they are.
I've seen them out and about the other day. So really good stuff for folks to get their hands on. Let's just talk about the fundraiser you just did. Surprisingly generous results from this. Tell us about the work you guys just did with Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, so the Dunkin' Donuts does what they call the Icon campaign, and it's for the Special Olympics, of course. And what we do when we're there is we actually get donations through the drive-thru. So what we did, which was a very good idea by you, David, was that we had an officer stand at the drive-thru and ask for the donations. And from the 2 days that we were out there Friday and Saturday. On Friday, we were able to raise $716 from that. And then Saturday, it was $826.
Wow.
And we had so much foot traffic and so many people there that I literally ran out of T-shirts. So I learned a very valuable lesson that people want 2X. So order more 2X shirts.
Bigger sizes, that's
yes.
okay. Yeah. Well, that's great. And we just want to say thank you to everybody who participated and came out and supported that. The generosity of the community is just really impressive. I know you saw that too.
Yeah. And like I said, we didn't know what to expect, but what we got was just blew our minds. The people that just came up and talked to us. And that Saturday, some of the athletes from Stanley County came out there with us, and it was just nice getting to know them and see who's going to be going to Raleigh later that's from our community. So.
Yeah, great athletes out there and a wonderful cause to support. Let's talk a little bit about the law enforcement torch run. What do people need to know about that? That's really special for what police do to contribute to this.
Yes, that's the major thing that we do. The torch run, every agency that's participating will set up a path within their city or county, etc., that they will take the torch and they will run a certain distance. And what it is to simulate getting the torch to Raleigh. So the big thing in Raleigh is on the 30th when our department will run the final leg for the torch run. And it's basically just like the Olympics. We're getting the torch there and we're lighting it. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And a great example for folks to see. Let's talk about the way that this sort of inspires a connection with the community. It's really more than just raising money, I think, isn't it?
Yes. So getting to know people in your community, finding a cause other than just, we're police, we're out there, our job is to stop crime, but it's also, we can do other things that benefit the community, like the Special Olympics and things like that. And when Chief Manley tasked me with this, he was like, look, this is an opportunity for us to reach out instead of being reactive to what's going on and show that, hey, we're not just trying to stop people from speeding and all this stuff. We want to be part of this community and we want to contribute to it.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the ways that folks can help. If they can't make it to Zaxby's, they've missed the Dunkin' Donuts. If someone wants to contribute, how could they do that?
Okay, so there's several ways that you can. You can get up with me personally.
At headquarters?
At headquarters. Call up there and they'll tell me that you got a donation. We also have a website set up. It's at www.albemarlenc.gov/Special Olympics. You can go to that page and you can donate that way. Also, if you look on our Facebook, the Albemarle Police Department Facebook, there is a link to a fundraising internet site that you can go to.
Absolutely. Well, Sergeant Tipton, I really appreciate your time
Yeah.
and great job in getting the fundraising going for these guys. And again, we want to thank everyone in our community who has been so generous in their support so far.
Yep. And we appreciate everything that everybody's done, and thank you for having me.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we'll be checking in later on and see how the rest of the fundraising campaign goes. In the meantime, we want to announce our winner for the All About Albemarle Art Contest. Congratulations to 8-year-old Asher. He created a drawing of the baseball field at Don Montgomery Park. You can tell by the blue buildings he's got painted there. He says he loves playing baseball, and it is the best thing about growing up in Albemarle. Asher, you have earned a season pool pass to Albemarle Parks Recreation Pools this summer. And parents and grandparents, make sure your child enters the contest. They can visit albemarlenc.gov/art contest and upload the drawing there. You can also drop off a picture at City Hall. And each week we're going to recognize a talented artist on the air and on our social media pages. And a reminder, next week will be the final time we offer a season pool pass. So we want to get those entries in if you are a pool pass fan. After next week, we'll have an exciting new prize. That is going to do it for this edition of All About Albemarle. For Sergeant Tipton, I'm David Fath. Thanks for listening.